Welcome to Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. It's a rainy winter day, perfect for harvesting cabbage. Alright, well, I put my cabbage seeds in on the 24th of September according to my book, and I up-potted those cabbage and kales in 19th of October, and then I put them in the ground. Let's see, when did I put them in the ground? I put them in the ground on November the 19th. So they've been in there for at least 2 or 3 months in the ground now, and they're ready to harvest. So yeah, I'm real excited about this. I've been looking forward to heading cabbages all winter long, and it's time to go get some. This is my first cabbage of the year of my round heading cabbages, and that's about the size you would buy them at the store. I checked, and that's about right. So I'm going to enjoy a cabbage today. Let's clean this up. That is my first cabbage of the winter, my first heading cabbage. Now I've already harvested many of my cauliflowers, almost all of my cauliflower. I've already harvested my Napa style, it's a Hilton Chinese cabbage, and I've made kimchi out of that. But this, that's a nice weighty head of cabbage right there. I'll let this one go too long. It's still edible, but you can see that the florets are opening up a bit. We're going to take this in. Kind of sad, huh? When a crop comes out. So this bed is ready for spring, and all of these weeds that are here, this wood sorrel and chickweed, and there's a little bit of Bermuda grass I need to remove, but most of this weed I'm just going to leave here and let this compost in place. And when it's time to plant my spring garden and all the starts that I've got going, we'll just come in and rake it down a bit, smooth it out, plant right into this. I'm not going to till it, I'm not going to turn it, I'm not going to do anything to it but put some compost on top, and you'll be good. This is a productive garden this year. Everything's looking really nice. We're going to have some purple cabbage in a couple of weeks, and the green cabbages are being harvested now. They're ready to go. I'm going to let them bulk up a little bit more, but yeah, this bed has produced well for me in the winter. That row cover, that bed cover really helped to get the plants off to a good start without pests. And I'm probably going to use this system on all my beds in the future because it worked. It also helps keep my dog out, who, if you haven't watched my videos in the past, likes cauliflower. And my dog has eaten several heads of cauliflower or nibbled off them, and she's currently over there eating cauliflower now. So yeah, helps to keep pests out, even furry ones. Here's today's winter harvest, and you can see that this cauliflower is perfect for harvesting. This one here is also very good, but it's a little bit yellower. This one here went a little bit long, but it's still perfectly usable. But you can see when the florets start to open up, these little guys are going to start flowering, and that's when it's too far gone. But yeah, we'll use this. And we got a Gloria Weinkhausen, I think that's how you say it, round cabbage here. So it's been a good day for harvesting, but that's it for our cauliflower. There is no more. Let's see what's inside. Wow, look at that. That's awesome. My turnips are being harvested. These are red turnips. You can see they're Japanese red turnips. You can see them hiding down there. And yeah, the greens are a little done. You can see it's yellowing. The crop is at the end of its life, and these need to be used up. I've managed to use about 1/3 of them. The beets over there are still having trouble with these beets. These are Crosby's Egyptian, and they're not wanting to bulb up, and I think they're too dense. And I think that's all the problem would be, is to thin them out a little more. Chinese cabbages are down there, and man, that's made some good kimchi. But they need to be harvested as well. And then right in there, that one and that one, those are two green heading cabbages that are ready to go. But I am going to make sauerkraut with these guys. So I'll leave them in here until I actually need them. That's a nice nice size. I have been eating lots of carrots. The carrots are doing really well. And whenever we need carrots now, we just come out and pull some up. This is the part that was beat down by my dog before I put this fence in. But they're still growing. It's just they haven't stood up very well, and they look kind of sad. So I'm harvesting from here first. This is cosmic purple, and then I've got some Kyoto reds, and these are Danvers half-longs. And yeah, they're all doing really well. These beets, these are the typical Detroit red beet, and they are in fact bulbing up quite nicely. And all along here my lettuce is being plucked and having nice breakfast salads out of this lettuce. And I finally put some compost on my onions here, but that chickweed's still growing up through that compost. It's not quite thick enough, but that chickweed will die back soon enough. Got some other cabbages in pots over here that are not developed quite as much as the in-ground cabbages, but they are starting to kind of form a head, at least a little small one. So there's our garden. I am doing this single seed challenge, and a lot of you guys have joined me in this, and a lot of you guys have said you're going to join me in this when your growing season comes around, and I'm really excited to see what you do. My single seed, the single one that I selected and showed you in my video that I'm going to link right there, it's coming up, and I want to show it to you. Let me go get it. Okay, so check this out. This is my, what is it, a Black Beauty tomato plant. And it is about, 2 weeks old now. Today is the 10th of February. I planted this on the 27th. And I planted it in this container. Look at it. It's already got its second set of branching leaves, true leaves coming on. And it's growing like crazy. So I have this growing under my lights in my grow room, which is right back there. And yeah, I'm real excited about this. It's going to work just fine. So I'm going to let this grow in this pot until it's time to plant it out. And I will be planting this in a 7-gallon grow bag. And that's the plan, at least right now. And this plant will, yeah, we'll go straight from here. This is a peat pot. I will peel the peat pot off. Simply because it's just another added barrier for the roots to spread out, and I've seen roots actually spread around or get bound up and start going in circles inside these peat pots. Even though you're supposed to be able to put this directly in the ground and it's supposed to grow just fine, yeah, it's just one more barrier to me in my mind. So I don't do it that way. But for the sake of watering, I can set this right in my tray. Water from the bottom, and the whole thing stays nice and moist, as you can see. Well, I thought I'd show you an update and let you see how it's going, and hopefully encourage you to also do the single seed challenge. Take one seed, select one, show it to everybody. We want to see that seed from its seed form all the way through its life cycle, all the way until it bears fruit or grows into the flowers you want, whatever. Use a hashtag, hashtag single seed challenge. I've also advocated Single Seed Challenge 2020. It doesn't really matter, but use that hashtag. That's how we can find each other on YouTube, is use the hashtag. Just search for the hashtag, and everyone who's doing the Single Seed Challenge will show up, and you'll be able to see what they're up to. Well, there's just a very brief update about what's going on here in the garden. The winter garden, the fall garden is kind of winding down now. Things are being harvested. Things have run their course. The plants are starting to look a little sad and expired, and that's because they are. But I think our last cold front is actually here now. Our last cold front of any power is supposed to come this week, and it's not even going to be that strong. So I think the danger of frost in our area is over, and I can start planting out some of the things in my spring garden that I've planned. So like us on Instagram, Black Gumbo Southern Gardening. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already. That helps us out a lot. And we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.